Today we're going to look at a verse in Colossians chapter 1. It's really an important verse because it shows something very significant. We know if we read Paul's speech to the Athenians and how he said, and he's quoting their prophets, but he's emphasizing and he's asserting that we live and move and breathe, have our very being in God, and that he's talking about union. And Jesus said that in that day you're going to realize, you're going to know that I am in the Father and you are in me and I am in you. Speaking of this oneness. So what is it that changes? Isn't his location that he suddenly joins you and comes into you, but rather your awareness. And I want us to look at this verse in Colossians chapter 1. And specifically, we're going to read verse 21. And just verse 21. There's beautiful verses that come around this after that, before it. But he is talking about reconciliation. And reconciliation is just a word that means to be made one with, to experience, to see the oneness that exists actually. And so in verse 21 of Colossians 1, he says, and you. And so he's speaking to me, speaking to you. So take it personally. Always when you read this, think, what is the apostle, what is God through whoever's writing this trying to tell me? And he's saying you. So take it personally. And you who once you used to be. It means you're not now, but you were alienated and enemies. Now, he is speaking to the Colossians in general. So when he says you all were, each of you was alienated and you were an enemy. All right, so now we can take that and we can say, man, I was separated from God and I was actually in opposition to him. I was his enemy. And he looked at me and said, you're my enemy and I need to change something. But let's keep reading this verse and try to grasp the significance of what the Apostle Paul is telling us. So he says, you once, that means before, not now, you once were alienated and enemies. So you were alienated, separated, and an enemy in your mind. So this was your perspective, and this we could trace all the way back to the garden with Adam. Adam had a notion of being separated from God, and God said, this is not good. It is not good for man to be alone. It's not good for man to have a concept that and this delusion that he is separated from me. You can read in Genesis that God was not far off. He came, he was there even after Adam ate of the tree. God didn't disappear. He still showed up. And this is really important because if we live, move, and have our being in him, he is as close as your flesh, your breath, everything. And in fact, we could read and take seriously what Scripture says, that you are his body. You can't look at any part of your body and say, that's not me. It is you. It's part of you. It's your substance. It's the flesh of your flesh and bone of your bones, just as you are of him. Okay, so he says you were separate. You were alienated and an enemy in your mind, and he says by or through wicked works. But yet now he has reconciled you. And so what happened here was, it's this concept, this wrong concept, that you're separate from God, that you are distant from him, or he is distant from you, alienated, that God is opposed to you and contrary to you. You're his enemy. This was a notion that we all had in our heads, and the reconciliation comes when you realize it's not what is true. And in fact, the next verses tell you how you are established and that you are made and seen by him as holy, blameless, and above reproach. Jesus takes away the problem, which is how you viewed yourself. And so he says in here that you were alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked or through wicked works, meaning you looked at, I did this, God can't love me. It's what Adam did. It's what happened from the very beginning, and we live in a delusion. It's false. It's not true. God is not far off. He is not alienated and separated from you. You are not his enemy. And if you look at what you've done and say, I don't deserve this, I haven't earned this, this is how he must feel, you are in your own mind, creating the scenario and the conditions which you're living as separate from him, rather than seeing the union and the oneness that you have, which Jesus' own incarnation in his own words declare, you are mine, I am in you, you are in me, we're in the Father. It is all union tied together in oneness. And it's only in your mind that you're separate. And when we get that picture and we grasp that, this is truly what frees us, that we become free from the delusion that is in our minds.